this little session. Excuse me. You know what I think is like ultimately my end goal with just like my life? I just want to be able to be laid in my grave with people who came across me, my energy, to just be able to sit there and say, maybe he wasn't always right, maybe he wasn't always wrong, maybe he wasn't always bad, maybe he wasn't always good, but he was authentic. You know, I just want people to take that from me. I think that's the thing in this world that we're missing at high levels, high levels. The authentic self of a lot of people doesn't come out. And sometimes it can't. Like, we're living in America, at least. We're living in America. That's, like, always what I try to remember when I think about, like, society, is that I'm looking at it from an American perspective. But in America, we're living in a time where literally being authentic is not frowned upon, but you get judged so easily. Everybody's feelings get hurt so easily. And a lot of people cannot roll with that skepticism. And because we're in such a system, nobody wants to be canceled. Because the thing about cancel culture, it might not affect you, it might not affect this nigga, but it can affect somebody. Or it just hasn't became your turn yet to get absolutely, drilled by the system. And I'm not going to talk too deep on it because I'm trying to make my way into the system and I don't want them to X me out before I get in there. But just understand, like, everything is under such immense control that it's super pointless to get your head wrapped up in ever trying to fix or beat it. And that's why you also understand that a lot of these people who pretend like they're trying to make a change in the world they're just followers, When you want to make a change, a lot more other things have to be in place, and it takes a very level head. We're talking about to this day, we still in America where we got people just hating the police. How is it ever gonna make a difference? Like, son, like, some people might look at it different in gas, but Martin Luther King Jr. made multiple laws and things like that happen to help us get, rights and whatnot and freedoms and help us start building our own businesses and all that due to love. These police officers got a job. They got a hard one. When you look at it from, if we had perfect police, they'd still have a hard job. If every cop was a good cop and never did no flaw shit, they got a hard job. You be at your job and you crash out. I remember one time, what the fuck, when I was 18 years old, 19 or something like that, I worked at Foot Locker and I crashed out on a nigga, and that's why I got fired. Not fighting or nothing, but the dude disrespected me, and I was like, what you trying to do? I had a bad day. He caught me. I'm talking about these are other people. They can go to the same thing. Now, yes, they should be held to a high standard, and you know what I'm saying? Their training needs to be better and all kind of shit. But why don't we just have those conversations? It's always about just that they're corrupt and flawed and pigs, And we expect them to ever get better. Like, it's no different than what the fuck, like, these people who be having kids, they kid, like, yeah, maybe their kid does have an energy about them where they're more prone to acting out, being bad in school, being bad, quote unquote. And what you do to the kid? Absolutely punish them and always just say, you bad, you don't ever, you just, nobody ever want to talk life into somebody. When someone's doing wrong, when someone's messing up, when someone's not moving accordingly, talking down on them is never gonna work. Never. You want someone to stop smoking weed, calling them a fucking pothead and a loser, and all they want to do is get high, it's not gonna invoke change. Someone drinks a lot, calling them an alcoholic, and damn, all you want to do is drink and put the damn bottle down and this and that. It doesn't invoke change. Someone not paying attention in school, calling them a dumbass, they ain't never gonna make something of themselves. It doesn't invoke change. Some of my best teachers were teachers that would be like, I can see the greatness in you. I know that you're a good kid, And some of the best things I've ever came from my life come from people who have said things like that. And, not everybody's fortunate to have things like that or a situation like that. But because of those people, I've always understood that's what you have to do. You cannot talk down on somebody and expect change. Talking down and negativity does not spark much change. You know what I'm saying? Darkness does not push out darkness. It just becomes a dark ass fucking room. But that light, a little bit of light can flush out so much darkness. Like, for example, look, if I just, I'm trying to, here, boom. This is using a dark screen. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, right? When I put it back on the white, look at how much light comes into this whole room. You see him, you can see my roof all of a sudden. You can see that there's a different color between my roof and my motherfucking, the walls. You can see more. You couldn't see that in the darkness. And that's why, and you're seeing all that literally off of a tiny, I don't have to show y'all because what the hell, but off of literally a little bit of light. It's just my monitor. Compared to the whole room in here, everything else will be not projecting light and, make a tribute to the room being dark. Or I guess actually that's how a lot of other people are living. A lot of other people are living as these objects that don't project light. So they can't ever fix out the darkness. They can't ever push it out because they're not even projecting light. But all it takes is just a little bit of light that can have the whole room different. And then if I turn on this light, then the whole room is just completely different. Even though it's probably 2 light bulbs in there, the light will light this whole room up. And this monitor damn near lights up this whole room. You see, the power of light is so much stronger than darkness every time. Every time. The power of light is so strong. Like, if we didn't have all these city lights and whatnot, the only thing that helped people kind of remotely see at night was the stars and the moon. And we're talking about lights that are hella far. Hella far. In terms of the universe and whatnot. These are lights that are hella far. And nowhere near as big as the sun. And just shows, like, the power of the sun. Nigga, the sun is a ball of fucking light that a bunch of things are just spinning around in its solar system. Like, light is that powerful that a big ass form of it literally attracts planets and the system, and that's all I'm really trying to do. I don't know where I really was getting at the beginning of everything, but now that I'm saying that out loud, it just sounds filthy, and that's what I want to be. The sun, like I want it to be a ball of fire that's energy. It burns so hot that you touch it, you could burn yourself. You could incinerate yourself. But from a distance, it's something that brings life to you. It helps you grow and this and that, I just wouldn't be burning so bright. I'm like that. that being right next to me could just have you just like, damn, this man is different. But from a distance, it motivates you. It keeps you good. But damn, man, this is embarrassing. But I guess, like I said, embarrassment is a choice. But shit, nigga, I know they're running this whole fucking time. Excuse my language. Try to keep it cool. We did that way, you know, it was hitting. But you regular water after one of those. But yeah, just becoming a light. I just want to be a part of the team. That's all we're trying to do. You know, project our light. You know, a lot of people project these days. You know, their faults and their darkness. I don't want to project that. I want to project light. You know what I'm saying? I want to project the light that, you know, them type of folks that be like, what's good, King? Instead of being like, what's up, nigga? Y'all kill me. As a quick little tangent on that, bro, like, shut up with that, though. I hate when, like, a nigga try to be like, we gotta stop calling each other, nigga. We're kings and this and that. We come from kings and Like, no, dude, nigga, you come from your daddy who's an alcoholic. So should you be an alcoholic? No, nigga. Make your own destiny. What another person calling you shouldn't speak nothing into you for real. You should be speaking everything into yourself. But realistically, it doesn't work like that, you know. But still, y'all supposed to be dragging me with that. I'm sorry. I call everybody a nigga. I look at myself as a nigga because I'm nigga. I'm proud to be a nigga. The fuck? I don't look at it like being a nigga is bad. The fuck? Even though that's the stigma that's created because as black people, as the world in America, we've made it seem like niggas are the people you need to look out for. But you gotta look out for everybody. That's the bottom line. You gotta look out for everybody. What, Timothy and John are better just because what, you in your head, they won't fight as much and they won't whip out a gun? They're the same people to fire you from your job just because they don't like your skin tone. They're the same folks that I don't even want to take the racial route. Just like literally, you could come in contact with a white person, just their way of hurting you is different than like typically how niggas get down. Because niggas are just more, what? Niggas want to do some shit like that. They just want to fight, rob, steal, kill. White people literally do it too in their own way. They'll steal from you by messing up your checks and this and that. They'll lie to you to get you to sign things and be under death contracts underneath. And like, think about it. A lot of people who are in debt to the white people. And I'll take that over fighting a nigga breaking in my car, a nigga doing too much and wanting to fight over me stepping on his shoes. I would literally take all of that over debt. Because let me tell you, as an American, I don't know how it is in other countries and whatnot. If you're watching from another country, and if you're watching in America, you understand debt is way more damn annoying. I've done a good job to stay away from debt, and I still ended up in debt. You get what I'm saying? Like, debt, and that's the fucking white man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with no damn niggas. You know what I'm saying? If niggas took over, maybe America would have been the #1 country, or would it be, but it would not be no damn debt. Shit. That's one thing that would not be going on in America. And like everything in your life being dependent on a damn credit score. Like credit score just being so goofy as it is, like you can literally get your credit score knocked down just for getting your credit checked. What? What? Even though your credit has to get checked for literally everything. What? initially take out your first loan for certain things, or a car loan, or anything. If you're leasing something, is it leasing? Not leasing, but you know what I'm saying? If you're making payments on something, the initial down payment after that, you lose credit. What? What? Like, what? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So if that's the case, man, just, stick to your guns. Stick to your guns. This life's crazy. Oh, man. This life's crazy. Now I'm getting a little fried, so I'm a little, probably be all over the place, but yeah, man. It's just, what goes through an insomniac's mind. And it's terrible, too, because I went to sleep during the day. As an insomniac, it's always literally, it's going to be a fight after that. You can go to sleep during the day. Oh, man. Oh, man. I literally woke up. I didn't even wake up early to begin with on a Saturday. Feeling good. Woke up around maybe noon. Went out, got groceries. Lily got groceries. I played the game for a hot minute. I got to gold 3. You feel me? I'm really grinding on Siege. I'm trying to get the champ. I know if I get the champ, my content gonna blow up real quick and easy. Everybody just wanna believe somebody if they're champ. I'm gonna get the champ. Don't worry about it. I'm that nigga. But I got my little Siege grind in. Went to the motherfucker. Went to the grocery store. Went to the grocery store. Went to the grocery store and got into it with some Asian dude and some white dude. They were probably a couple. I'm pulling up to the car, getting in between my car and his car. It's a very tight squeeze. I low-key probably should have went around, but he wasn't parked there when I first. And I be zooted, so I seen it, and I just tried to squeeze by, thinking I had more room than I really did. And I hit his rear view. Bow. I just bust a little elbow. Bow. He rolls down the window. As soon as I turn my head, I promise you, before I can even utter one word, dude was like, "Hey, man, watch out." I was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up." I was like, "Ain't no way you mad at me, bro. That was a complete accident." Excuse me. He then proceeds to be like, "No, you need to watch out." I was like, "Nigga, there's no way." Looks me dead in my eyes. He said, Did you just call me a nigger? I don't know what's the TOS, but that's what he said. I sat here and there's no way. Like, there's no way. One, you not being a black man, whatever I called you, you don't question it. I can call you nigga, I can call you nigger, I can call you a fucking rat's ass. You don't question the words that's coming out of my mouth. As if like I'm saying something racist to you in America. I'm not gonna say black people can't be racist, but there's no way that if I said the N-word to any nigga, that any person that's not black can really say something. What the hell, Beyonce? What the hell, Vontae? What is you talking about? That had me so stuck. I literally said that. I said, "What?" I was like, "Bro, just shut up." I was like, "Ain't no way you're trying to tell me I can't say nigga." Like, and then he just got hella quiet and then rolled up the window. Chilling. Who I assume is his boyfriend come out the meet. Stop. keep licking his toe because he accidentally busted his nail. I just don't want him to get it fucked up. Been having to clean it. Who I assume to be his boyfriend come out. Nigga comes behind my car and takes a picture. I was hot after that. Now I'm just yelling at both of these two fruity pebbles. And it's like, whole time I shouldn't have did that. Whole time I should have just hit it. He was like, hey, whoa, what are you doing? You need to watch out. I should have just been like, hey, it was just an accident. Just kept on moving. But it's just like, I don't know, bro. That's a bad trigger to me. When you have an accident and someone tries to get on you like you did it on purpose. Especially something like that. And then it's just like, and then it'd be more annoying too when people do the extras. Why are you taking a picture of my car? My license plate ain't got nothing to do with the fact that I hit your car with my cart. So you getting my license plate does nothing. Does nothing. But it could have been easily avoided if I just didn't yell at the goofy ass Asian nigga, the little dainty Asian nigga. If I would have just left him alone and would have about my business, I would have been just fine. Or if I literally just played it cool. That's why another reason why sometimes you gotta know, just like don't turn it up just because of that. Just so you don't have to worry about someone because you get on their ass and they're looking stupid or they're hella wrong or they're really in the foul spot that all of a sudden they want to call police or they want to start taking pictures and all this. Because realistically, he fouled for that. Like, what are you literally getting mad at me for bumping your... And nothing happened to it. I mean, nothing. It didn't crack. It, at the most, it probably had a smudge on it. Like, come on now. Everybody knows these new rear view mirrors, they just bend real quick as soon as you hit them or something. Someone can literally smack it with their hand and they just bend like nothing. Like, they're pretty durable. It isn't like I was... Woo, I literally was just trying to move through. I thought I was taking my little step. That's neither really here or there. Just saying, just rethinking how this should have been cool. That's why hindsight is 2020. But it's really just because I'm a cool dude, though. Like, I let a lot of shit slide in my life. And I don't even look at it as letting it slide. It's just like, I know what I can do. Why do I need to do it, though? When it comes to retaliation. Like, I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know the worst thing to do. But why? Just so I can feel like... To say I protected my pride. To say, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not letting that slide. Like, what? My shit's so bad at this point, I'm like, I'm just grabbing tissue. Ain't no way. Now, this is what I got pride over. A grown-ass man. Just blow your nose. It's getting ridiculous. One good little, might be better. There. Oh, shit. I feel that ass better, bro. That's that shit the bad habit from a little kid. Just always sniffling it back up. Like, nigga, blow your fucking nose. Yeah, I completely forgot where I was at with all of that. No, I was definitely talking about just keep it cool. All that shit slide. Know what I'm capable of. And all that. Yeah. If you know what you're capable of, bro, you ain't always gotta do it. That's the real. I'm a grown ass man. I don't need to do anything. I'm a grown ass man. How the fuck does what that nigga just said to affect me? Because in the end, I'm still going home and living happier than him. Ain't that the real pride to have in? I'm living happier than that nigga. I don't need to stoop to, you know? I think that might that might just be me. But like that's for real why. Shit. Excuse me. That shit was punching. That's the real reason why like a lot of shit has never got to me, never phased me. I feel like I need to get back because it's just like, but I'm living happier than that nigga. And that's all that you should be trying to get to. Just living happier. Because a lot of people is miserable. So it's not like don't live happier just because it's like competition. Like, look at it that way. Just live happy to the point that if people do things like that, it's just like, bro, they're miserable. Like, you know how miserable you gotta be to see your little rear view get hit and be saying that, hey, watch out. He wasn't a nice little new car. But it's like, it's really, that little car is that much to your head that you're just forgetting, like, humans make mistakes. It's no different than when people get in an accident, someone rear ends you on accident. Whatever the reason could be, you get out, and you're just like, what the fuck are you stupid? Like, you care too much about these material things. You're not sitting there realizing or even thinking remotely at all that, like, people go through shit. And people just make mistakes. Simple as that. Even if they're completely wrong. A mistake is a mistake. Ain't nobody trying to pay insurance and all this. You think anybody goes outside and tries to get into accidents? It's 2025. We know all you niggas is evil. We know all y'all want to get somebody's money. We all know you trying to get a check. We all know you trying to get paid. So sorry if we get into this accident because I did not step out the crib trying to have or be in one. You know, like, that's why it kills me when people snap on other people about an accident, about a mistake. But when someone intentionally comes for you, y'all pussy. When your boss disrespects the hell out you at work, you just take it. That's why y'all be having all this pent up ferocity towards people making it happen. Like, literally, a nigga accidentally stepped on your shoes. For you to spaz on that nigga, I bet you ain't spaz on your baby mama when she slapped you in your face. You know, that's crazy. I don't care who it is. I'm not saying you even supposed to swing back. I'm just saying you holding in things like that. I'm not retaliating on when your mama finesse you out your money just so she could be good as you're a grown ass man. Your coworker at your job ate your lunch and you know who it is. You just getting bullied by everybody in life. Of course you're gonna snap on random ass strangers. You letting niggas bully you in your regular daily life. And that could be a whole other thing, bruh. I'm gonna end it really on that note. That's a whole other thing, but I'll try to remember to talk about it another time. Don't get bullied in your life. Me, I hate bullies. I've never been bullied. I mean, I have been, but That's why I hate them. But I quickly learned to stand up for myself, and I don't play that shit because of it. This is terrible. Don't let someone bully you. Don't let someone bully you. It's crazy as fuck. Don't let, especially not at the workplace. At your workplace is a place you are still someone who's working, and you deserve respect just for that. Because a lot of people don't want to work. So if you work at a job and your boss, your coworkers, anybody bullshitting, especially that's why HR is important. It's really easy too. So a lot of times you can snap on a nigga, still have HR behind you. You're good. You gotta record things. That's one. And two, um, um, just don't get caught. Sorry, hang on. There's HR for a reason, okay? And we're talking about, bruh. Like I said, you work. You got a job. You put in them hours. Don't let no one trick you out your shit and try to play with you for real. At the end of the day, you a grown adult trying to make your bucks, and you want to do it respectfully, do the right thing, work efficient, clean, get in, get out. That's all it needs to be, and that's all it should ever be. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, this might be bad to say on camera, but it really isn't. Cause I don't care if a job seen this, because a job gotta understand if they want me to work for their company, that I'm gonna treat people with respect, and I deserve to get it back. Cause come on now. Or not even that. I'm gonna say how young boy said it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna just respect you because respect is to be earned. But I ain't gonna just disrespect you. I ain't got no reason to. So don't just disrespect me. And I say that because, you know what I'm saying, I done work some jobs where, you know what I'm saying? Someone in a higher position, I didn't have to like, hey, yo. And I ain't never got fired for it. Maybe y'all have. That's why y'all don't do it, or y'all scared to. And maybe that's why I'm just fearless when it comes to it, because I ain't never got fired. Because I'll be damned. I came here to make my money and I treat everybody like a human being. You got me fucked up if you think you're going to disrespect me that day. For what? For what? You ain't got, Especially because I ain't ever worked no job that's worth a damn, for real. Like, not to be disrespectful to any job I work, but it wasn't like I've ever been paid over, like, what's the hourly wage you gotta get over 6 figures? Like, 50 or something like that. I ain't never worked no shit like that. So you think you finna just talk to me anyway? Like, bro, like, you're not even nobody for real in the world. Like, if I just stripped you of everything on you in this little position you got at this job, who are you? And that's why you're mad at me right now. Because I'm not like that. You took me out of all of this bullshit. I'm still me. A bunch of y'all ain't got no damn confidence until you get to go into your job and put on your name tag that says manager. What? Blown. 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 Letting any type of trauma that affects you outside to where you think you go into your workplace and you want to use that as your place to get a release on all the shit you're going through in your real life is sickening. And I hope anybody going through that just gets help. I'm not even going to get too deep and just get on your guys' noggin, because you know who you are if you're watching this. And that's sickening. But all the people who go into work and just try to treat everybody like a human, and you just want to get your cheese, do your job, and get out, salute to you. Thanks for watching. Amen.